They're welcoming you to the Laughter Talk Show. And today is the day when we get to spend time with Roberta Basson in our segment of Ask Roberta E. And just to remind you, Roberta E is an author, an actress, and she's an amazing talent. And this is her book, Amelia Earhart, Me and Our Friends, Journaling the Journey. You can get your copy on Amazon, and you can check out Roberta's IMDb and see what she's up to on the IMDb pages. So thank you very much. Now let's find out where Roberta E is today. Okay, Roberta E, where are you? And today we have our dear Abby with us again. It's time for Ask Roberta E. Yay! And this is the lovely and talented actress and writer, Roberta E. Basson. And I always like to share your book with everyone because this is what qualifies you as being you have to get this. It's on Amazon. You can journal in here. It's a wonderful story. And there's pictures. Roberta's got a lot of great pictures in here. And I love the pictures, Roberta. See, there's one with you standing by a plane. Sexy lady.
Yeah.
So,
thank you. It says my style.
Yes.
Depends what day of the week.
And you could really appreciate Amelia because she actually was very stylish. So thank you for being here. And Roberta, first of all, we always like that you have a different theme every time you're going to help us. So what is your theme today?
Today we're celebrating, spring.
Oh, okay.
Roses are blooming, right? All the flowers. And we're celebrating Mother's Day. Or Mothering Day, whoever you are taking care of and loves you. And also we're celebrating Kentucky Derby, the hat. Apparently it's the biggest sport in ever. I think I read 150,000 people show up wearing their extra special clothes and hats.
Wow. And you do look amazing. So what
thank
we're going to, thank
you.
Well, thank you.
You look so amazing.
Thank you.
You look amazing.
Thank you. This is the Mutual Admiration Society. Okay, now we really need to help some people today, Roberta. Oh my goodness, it's really strange. I'm going to get right to it because we've got a lot of territory to cover. Now, the first thing we have is she actually wrote this in and begged to be on the list. So she's first. Hi, Roberta. My name is Sarah Brennan, and I live in San Diego, California. I have a very important question. So listen up. I recently turned 70, and I have always wanted to be an actress. So since you've been an actress for quite a while, would you suggest what can I do to become an actress at such a late age? So she wants to know if you think she can make a living, and what would you suggest that she do? That's a good question.
Well, I have very good news for Sarah. There is actually a lot of work for the silver foxes, as we call the over, the 50, but you can be a red-headed fox or a silver fox or whatever color fox you want to be. And lots and lots of people are living their dream post-retirement. And that's wonderful because if you have that passion in you, you must follow it. They're walkers, they're canes, they had their helper, but they were still going and auditioning. So it's a craft as long as you can keep your marbles. And sometimes if you don't have too many marbles, you might be kind of funny anyways. And
get
a good comedic role.
Oh, yes, good idea. Well,
so I highly encourage her to follow her passion and go after becoming an actress.
Oh, well, it certainly has served you well, and that's very, very good advice. And of course, you've been doing it since a younger version of you, but you're so inspirational because you've maintained this career for a long time. And I think that's wonderful. That's amazing. And I love seeing you on the red carpet. So, you go on so many great red carpets. Okay, now that was really good. So Sarah Brennan, Roberta has given you the go-ahead. You must go and pursue it. Get networking wherever you live. Find some people to help you out, and you'll be doing it in no time. Okay. Now, all right. Now, oh, Roberta, we had a really good guy. This guy actually sent me a tape, and he was really funny, and he's a real Jersey boy. So his name is Joey Davina, and Joey Davina is from Jersey. I don't know why you get all these men from Jersey that always want advice from you, but he said this is an important question. He just doesn't have any luck with women. And he says whenever he meets one that he thinks would be a good fit, he always manages to say the wrong thing. And he said an example. He says things like, let's get married. I don't like living alone. Or I don't like kids. I hope you don't have any. Or he'll say, how much money do you have? And he says they never return his calls. Oh, gee, Roberta. What do you think that Joey could do to find love? Please help this man. He needs it.
Here is George Costanza theory.
Okay.
Everything you want to do, but do the opposite. And if you ever saw that episode, it worked great for him. So I would say to Joey from Jersey, every time you want to say what you want to say, like, I don't like kids, I hope you don't have any, you think the opposite. And Joey, what do you think that would be? Maybe I love kids, or whatever comes to your mind, just flip it. And I think you'll have women care for them because they have kids and they don't have any money.
Oh.
But you might get a surprise.
You know, Roberta E., that really is good advice, because there are some people that should just say the opposite of what they think should come out of their mouth. I love that advice. Now, Joey, Yo-Yo Joey from Jersey, I hope you listen to Roberta, because this lady just gave you some fantastic advice. And if you listen, you might just get a woman, because you know, Jersey girls don't put up with nonsense. You have to approach them just the right way. So, Roberta, I thank you from Joey, because we know he's going to get a woman now. Okay, now, here's one.
I said, I hope I don't feel sorry for the woman that he gets.
Oh, I know what you're saying. Well, but you know what? It's okay, because Jersey women can take care of themselves. You hear that, Joey?
Jersey girl, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I'm from Jersey. I had to put a lot of men in their place, and I did a good job. Okay, now this question, you're going to just love this one. I'll read the letter as she wrote it. Hi, Roberta E. My name is Molly, and I am only 11 years old. But my mom, this is a good one, right? But yeah, my mom said that Roberta E. knows everything. So I wanted to ask you a question. My mom still treats me like I am a baby. My bedtime is 9 p.m., and that's way too early for someone as old as me. What should I do or say to convince my mom to let me stay up later? I really need some help fast, because my friend is having a party and it starts at 7 p.m. And I'll be laughed at by all my friends if I have to leave at 9. What should I do?
Gee, that's a really tough one, because you are what they call, of course, as you know, a preteen. And you're just on the cusp of becoming what's accepted as a young woman or a young lady. Now, I don't know if you're an only child, or you have brothers or sisters, or you're the baby. Depending on that, it has a lot to do with how your mom sees you. If you're
I think she's the baby.
Oh, well, if she's the baby, I hate to tell you, but you're always seen as the baby. And I hear it all the time from young gals and young men. They go, no one treats me like an adult. And I'm talking about when they're like over 30. So what you might have to do, well, this isn't very nice, but when I was a little girl, I used to turn the clocks back an hour, and I was only 7, and my mother would say, I thought this show came on at 8. It's a secret between us. Or you might, I know you wouldn't want to do this, but invite your mom to the party, and maybe she can chit chat with the other mom, because I'm assuming that the moms would be.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a
Yeah, her
chaperone.
parents would be home because they're 11. Yeah.
Right.
That-
And get them going, and they'll go in the other room and talk, and you can stay as late as you want in that case. But
Wow.
things will improve even as you get to be 13 and 14. And then when you can drive a car, well,
Yeah, then
say
you could
on
go.
me.
Yeah, then you could go all over, Molly. So that's really good advice about inviting the mother to go with her, and because it would be kind of, unless they do have regular clocks in the house. I have.
Advice too. If she was saying for you to contact me, that's a pretty open mom.
Yeah.
So I think you might be friends, and maybe you can kind of talk it over and see what happens.
That's true.
Good luck, Molly.
That sounds wonderful. So that's good advice, Molly. That's good advice. So now I have one more question here, and this is, in fact, this gal called in right before the show, and I figured it was just in time, because this is kind of important too. So this girl, her name I think is Phyllis, she said, and she's actually, Phyllis is like, older. Phyllis is like, she didn't say her age, but she's the mom. And what she's concerned about is her daughter, who is 19, wanted to get into show business. And after trying to get into, she tried so hard to get different jobs and she couldn't. So she decided to go out of state because these other people have a theater, and it's like in Hawaii. And this woman lives in New York. So her daughter now wants to go to Hawaii, and her mother doesn't want her to go. And she really has no idea how to handle this the right way. So she said, could you give her any advice on how to handle this the right way with her daughter?
So this is Phyllis' mother wants to know what to do because her daughter has an opportunity to do a show in Hawaii.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, number one, her daughter is 19. I got married when I was 19. So you're an adult, and seriously, now if this is an opportunity that she's researched, the young gal has researched to see if it's legitimate. First of all, I'm giving a very, very genuine answer about this. When I think back when I started, is this a legitimate job? And where is it located? What will be? That's the first thing. What will be the housing? How will she? Where will she live? How will she? Who does she know anybody there? So, and is she getting paid?
Oh, good. Yeah.
Payment. Now the payment, seriously, for when it may be an opportunity that is really good, and therefore she might have to get to support herself while she's working in Hawaii. The mom, you and your daughter have to talk this over, because 19, she's a young adult, and she has to, just like in the first question, the retiree wants to follow her passion. This young gal has a passion, but to and see, first of all, most importantly, and the mom can look into it too, is this a legitimate opportunity? And if it doesn't pan out, and when she gets there, does she have the money to get home? Does she have the money to live in Hawaii for a certain amount of time? Very important, says Roberta E.
Yeah. Well, Roberta, that again is some fantastic advice, and I have to say, it makes sense. So I think you've done a good job today in helping people because I think too many parents try to control their children when it's time to let go a little bit. Like you said, 19 is an adult, so that's tremendous advice. Well, Roberta, I just want to say thank you again. This has been lovely having you here. And I'm just going to tell people again about getting your book. It's on Amazon.com. And you tell everybody the name of it.
It's Amelia Earhart, Me and Our Friends, Journaling the Journey, the
Oh,
Amelia Earhart self-help book. And you out there are all of our friends. And Marguerite is my very special friend for years. And she's so lovely.
well, you are, and you look
Flower.
you look like a lovely flower today. Well, Roberta, thank you again, and thank everybody for watching. And now we're going to say goodbye until Roberta E comes back again. And we love you, Roberta. You take care.
I love all of you. Happy springtime.
You too. Bye, everybody. Bye, Roberta. Thank you.